Zamling shide debut, Zamling young gichinor, Gonzakame Kalawangpo Tamjai Kenjing, Sigwacham Bachola, Gujangwen the Tangte, the leader of world peace, the commonwealth of the world, the savior, the knower of all, and the most compassionate one, His Holiness, the great 14th Dalai Lama. To you, I make prostrations at the outset. Now I pay homage to all the Vinaya holders here, headed by Venerable Yangde Rinpoche, who is representing the office of His Holiness Dalai Lama in Dharamsala, and abbot of Gandhi Sharse Monastery, and other tulkus, nuns, and monks. Most respected Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Pema Khandu, public leaders, senior government officials, and most of all, the foreign and national eminent scholar delegates, guests who have come all the way for this conference, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this afternoon, I stand here with pride and full of joy after attending 2.5 days of technical sessions of the first international conference on the culture and historical significance of His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama, Yawa Tsayang Gyatso, in Shedabling Foundation, Tawang. And now we Mompas will have the reason to feel proud and joyful, because from these learned scholars, we have come to know that this Mompa Dalai Lama, or the 6th Dalai Lama, Rinchen Tsayang Gyatso, has written many Buddhist philosophical texts, both in Sutra and Tantras. He also has composed many important prayers. Some of his texts are being used even today in big monastic universities in South India, namely Sera, Ganden, Debung, etc. And for the Gurlus or the Dharma songs, it is beyond my capacity to describe. It's just amazing. But most importantly for us is the 6th Dalai Lama and the 14th Dalai Lama are entity-wise just one. So we have realized that we Monpas are so fortunate being connected to both the Dalai Lamas as equally. Now, as it is said in the Buddhist philosophical text that whatever is gathered will disperse, whatever is existent will disappear, whatever is born will die. So is with our conference, although we love to prolong it, but it will come to an end with today's valedictory function here today. Nevertheless, we will carry out the post-conference jobs such as editing, compiling, and translating, and publishing in different media fronts for the benefit of our younger generations. The main purpose of this conference was to create an awareness amongst our younger generations about Dalai Lama institutions and create a close connection with Dalai Lamas, especially through the 6th Dalai Lama. That way, one will know the importance of 14th Dalai Lama to the present world, and finally, the need for reincarnated Dalai Lamas in future. Before I wind up, I won't be doing justice to myself if I miss to mention that this year is a year-long celebration of the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama. Therefore, as a part of this celebration, we will all first remember the 4 commitments of His Holiness Dalai Lama, and then commit ourselves to carry out these 4 commitments as our own commitment in our day-to-day life. That way will be the best befitting way to pay tribute to our most beloved and respected Guruji, Gyawa Tenzin Gyatso. The 4 commitments are, number 1, sharing love and compassion among fellow human beings. And the commitment 2 is fostering interreligious harmony. Commitment number 3 is preserving language, culture, and environment. And the commitment 4, reviving ancient India's knowledge, such as Nalanda traditions. And finally, I, on behalf of all Monpa community and myself, sincerely pray that Tawang Gyatso 2.0 be born again in Monyul in near future. For that, as a prayer, I quote, "May the cuckoo returns to the land of Man, bringing rains for the dry field. May he meet his Monpa people and remain in bliss and tranquility," unquote. Thank you all. Tuji Chena.
कार्मिक और आध्यात्मिक विभाग के निर्देशक महोदय को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और इसके बाद जैसे कि पिछले 2-3 दिनों की जो संगोष्ठी रही है अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर का, जिसका विषय रहा है परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा और उनकी जो सांस्कृतिक और ऐतिहासिक जो महत्व है, इस विषय पर जो संगोष्ठी हुई है, इसमें मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो बुद्धिजीवी है, इसके अलावा जो हमारे यहाँ के जो युवागण है, जो इन विषयों पर चर्चा करना चाहते हैं और जानना चाहते हैं, जो जिज्ञासु हैं, उनको बहुत सारे लाभ इस संगोष्ठी से मिली होगी। और इसी कामना के साथ अब मैं यहाँ पर मोनपा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स के जो हमारे कलाकार हैं उनको आमंत्रित करता हूँ। और ये जो सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम विशेष रूप से जो हमारे मोनपा समुदाय में जो की जाती है, ये भी एक तरह से ग्यावात संगंग ग्यासा की जो परंपरा है, जो लिगेसी है, उसको हम साथ लेकर जा रहे हैं। इससे पहले यहाँ पर ड्रेसी और जो स्यूजा है वो दिया गया है, तो तथा ड्रेसी ने स्यूजी जी को चितोंग उनपा को लोपन जुकुला से चुनाव तो जमचे थी ना ये
गाना गाना जी जी जो ने जो दान de mo जो जो ने जिन लामा ना जेबा बुलो ये वो जे ना जो में दो दान जे जन दो बे ना जा रे वो शामी रे जे रे या जो de से नाम जे जे ला जे
और तदुचु चेबा फुयमबुर 즉 박티시 갑쇼가 나는 제디네 캬트문은 다이다 다시니 그럼
사마토제나 드네 면도가 저번에 예와창 자주对比 접시 불람 수주
세상은 늘 상태니 라유를 먼 열신 감가
Karinche Tuchenang. Da Uzuk Shuche, Chick, the Danshum, Gatang, Taplang, Sum, Blingoto, Chigoto, Deling Rasumbur, Chiguzuku, Dak, Deling Nechangatang, Yarke, Toka Bena Gaya Gaya, Chick, Kalapnanga, Ben Zizinangainam, the Uzuk Toka. Report ti pujumbur ich report chiti tatanga taonso chik tengeri mechela binangko chik ta binashe laro nyena chi charo nyena chi ichi nangan Dr. Mojeri bala binasi also pepe chi ichi report chit na kimbur. Now presentation of report on the conference by Dr. Mojeriva, Executive Director, Center for Cultural Research and Documentation.
문드가 저거 토제낭 등의 직중 십중탕 익사丁内기 진중 근진 구시 무시르와圈내从对年度年准数主
I will start by offering my humble prayers for the long life of His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama, Honorable Chief Guest, our beloved Chief Minister Sir, learned gurus, all the scholars, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Throughout history, symbols and portents have played a very important role in our lives. And it is so that it happened 2 days before our conference started. The beloved Trung Trung Karmo landed at Sangti Valley as if to bless this conference. And if that was not enough, the day our guests landed, the moment the second chopper landed, with all the guests having safely reached Tawang, a brood of vultures flew over the helipad as if to bless the conference, or as if to bless the gathering that we have here. The other day, Yangten Rinpoche had said that some people read Sangyang Gyatso and get drawn to Buddhism. I'm guilty of being one of them. About 15 years back, I read about His Holiness Sangyang Gyatso, read the book of poems, and actually, it might sound irreverent, but fell in love with what he stood for and what he was. And this is what drove our work. And the picture that you see before you is on the 9th of April, 2017, when we were graced with the presence of His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama at the opening of the Dorji Khandu Memorial Museum, where we have a gallery on the 6th Dalai Lama Sangyang Gyatso. It happened at the time that when I, in my humble, I would say, non-entity, was guiding His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama on the life's history of 6th Dalai Lama, and he asked me, do you know that there is a secret biography on him? And I blessed my destiny that indeed I had read a little bit about the secret biography, and I had gone to Dharamshala to meet Geshe Lagdorla and to meet Achi Tashi Shiringla, who were very helpful to us with my friend Nob Shiring, wherever you're sitting. We had gone there to do research a little bit to understand more about Sangyang Gyatso. And so the journey began. Venerable Tengri Rinpoche Tulkula has already briefed you on the opening day about how the conference took shape, and I will not repeat that here. My report here today is not really about numbers of papers presented, how many people attended, was the house full or not, but rather it's on the discourse that has happened. Some of the discourse was comforting because it, like the papers of Ujidla, Geshe Lagdorla, it gave us comfort that yes, something that we had read about sounded good. It was enlightening, something like Berijigme Mangyanla's paper, something that we did not know. Sometimes it was unsettling because when it was discussed that the Trung Trung Karmo song may not have been written by His Holiness, it was unsettling, to be very honest, because we have lived with the truth that it was written by him. But then, nonetheless, what has happened is there has been debate, there has been disagreement, but the most important thing, there has been a discourse. There has been a talk about Sangyang Gyatso, a talk about His Holiness 6th Dalai Lama. I will like to express my deepest gratitude. Actually, I will correct myself. I have written it down. It is not gratitude. I would like to express my deepest salute to all of you who are here, to Honorable Chief Minister Pema Khandu and his amazing team at his office, to Tengri Rinpoche for your guidance and for your everlasting optimism through all the travails that we have gone through, to everyone in Doka, the district administration led by ma'am, and a whole lot of people. If we have texted you, if we have called you, if we have pulled the string somewhere to get in touch with you, if you have emailed you, please remember you're saluted today. When I look back on the last 3-4 days, I realized that the institution of the Dalai Lama is not just a Buddhist tradition anymore. It's a global one, a global religious tradition of compassion and of living together. And His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama is doing it today and bringing people together. In the 18th century, His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama did the same thing, bringing people together. Even today, after centuries, across classes, across nationalities. That only proves that compassion truly transcends boundaries and truly transcends histories. I apologize, I'm not a native Monpa speaker. I'm neither a native Tibetan speaker, and like Achita Shringla scolds me, I can't even read Tibetan. But what I have to say today, I have to read out 2 poems, and please bear with me. For long, the mountains of Tibet, the plains of Assam, the canyons of the Grand Canyon of US has reverberated with these lines. Jade trung trung karmo, sakshel ngala yardang, thagring jangla midro, lithang kornelebyong. And it has been wonderful that it has been able to do through centuries. But today, we in the conference believe, Rinpoche, I, and everyone who has worked in the conference, we believe that another song has to reverberate. Another song has to reverberate, and it has to start reverberating from Tawang. Kujuk monne ongpe, namlo sachu pelsong, ngadang jampa trene, lusem lopor langsong. The cuckoo returns from the land of Mon, bringing rains for the dry fields. I have now met my beloved. His Holiness 6th Dalai Lama will meet his beloved, and he will relax in bliss and tranquility, like Achi Kalden has already said. I will not call it a clarion call. I'm too little a person. But I will call upon all of us in Mon, in all of us in Tawang, in all of us in Arunachal Pradesh, that it has become almost a duty for us to reclaim our history and to reclaim Gyalpa Sangyang Gyatso. I will conclude by thanking each one of you here for your efforts, for your research, for your passion, and for your faith in His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama. If today he lives on, it is through you that he lives on, and it is through you that he will live on. I end here with my sincerest thanks, and I bow to each one of you in reverence, in gratitude, and most importantly, in solidarity. We must keep doing this. Thank you.
थैंक यू वेरी मच डॉक्टर मोजेरिबा, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और कहीं ना कहीं जो कार्मिक संबंध है हम सब का, जो आज यहाँ पर उपस्थित है या पिछले कई दिनों से जो इस संगोष्ठी में शामिल है, हम सभी का कहीं ना कहीं परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा के साथ एक कार्मिक संबंध रहे हैं, जिस वजह से आज हम सब यहाँ पर उपस्थित है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है। और विशेष रूप से डॉक्टर मोजेरिबा का तो बहुत ही करीब का संबंध रहा होगा, क्योंकि सर तवांग में जब भी ग्यावत संगम ग्यात्सो को लेकर कुछ भी काम हुए हैं, आपकी उपस्थिति के बगैर वो पूरा नहीं हुआ है। आपका एक बार फिर मैं स्वागत करता हूँ, बल्कि आप तवांग के हो चुके हैं सर। अब मैं इसके बाद यहाँ पर for the synthesis summary, I would like to request Professor Janet Gyatso.
Gusho muchi riwa chala thoje nang shui tine hawa tola tholop ki nang tuen jikbe ki gen chimu jini gyatso chwa ki chong du dolin ta yin yi zom xiao ka ki nang tuen ning du song xie nang du.
I also like to start with my prayer for the very long life of His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama. And it would be wonderful if the 15th Dalai Lama is born in the Munyo. I also pray for that. So the scholarly study of the 6th Dalai Lama, such as we have witnessed over the last 3 days, seems exceptional to me. No doubt this is because the life of the 6th Dalai Lama himself was so exceptional, surrounded by an exceptional amount of magic and mystery, and yet he was a product of a very momentous and very real and often dangerously violent time with huge implications for the future of the entire Tibetan Plateau, Himalayan regions, and indeed all of Inner Asia. Our scholarship rightly reflects that polarity. Over the last few days, we have tried to probe the insides of the mind of a human emanation of Bodhisattva Chenrezig, and at the same time, we have reviewed in excruciatingly minute detail the number of syllables in a line, or have tried to pin down the actual date or place or precise family lineage of very real historical people. So how do those two poles come together? And what does that tell us about the overall significance of this wonderful conference, a conference that, as I had hoped, saw so much real conversation and exploration and debate between virtually all the participants, monk and lay scholars, young and old scholars, Tibetan, Mumba, and foreign scholars alike. My own read is that the astonishing range of registers we have employed in our study of Tsayang Gyatso mirrors, and ever so lucidly, the astonishing nature of the entire Tibetan project of the Dalai Lama institution, the Dalai Lama experiment, if you will. The Tibetan people, with the help from their Mongol counterparts, came up with the astonishing and unprecedented idea, for Buddhism at least, that an enlightened celestial bodhisattva would be the head of an administrative bureaucracy that would rule the Tibetan plateau. And what's more, that this enlightened celestial bodhisattva would simultaneously be a Buddhist monk. This outlandish idea of a bodhisattva monk king came to be summed up in the famous phrase, Chusi Sungdrel, the truth of Buddhism intimately joined as a pair with the everyday realities of samsaric existence. Dharma and samsara joined at the hip. One of the greatest exemplars of this principle, Chusi Sungdrel, was of course Tsayang Gyatso's immediate predecessor, the great fifth Dalai Lama, Ngawang Losang Gyatso, who engineered a fabulously cosmopolitan golden age in Lhasa and the Tibetan nation, even as he himself was deeply immersed in Buddhist learning and practice. But Tsayang Gyatso managed to push the boundaries of Chusi Sungdrel even further. Tsayang Gyatso took the C part of the equation to its farthest extreme by ostensibly living the worldly ways of the village, becoming deeply entangled with lovers even while he lived in the Potala, and authoring what, despite all that we have been talking about with the many ways to interpret and how many he actually authored, he authored, at least on the surface, first and foremost, a set of brilliant love songs. Could the Tibetan establishment, the monastic hierarchs, the secular administrators, the Tibetan people at large, could they accept this kind of manifestation as what they had in mind for what a Dalai Lama should be? Theoretically, they should have. If we can translate Chusi Sungdrel into the much more ubiquitous slogan across all of the Mahayana Buddhist world, namely Korde Yerme, the inseparability of samsara and nirvana. There's no theoretical reason why anything the Dalai Lama should do would automatically disqualify him from being the Dalai Lama. We only need recall the outrageous activity of the famed Bodhisattva Vimalakirti, who entered the brothel and the barroom in order to teach the Dharma, for us to realize the impeccable credentials, at least in Buddhist scripture, of the path that Tsayang Gyatso tried to forge in his time as the Dalai Lama. And yet, practicing Korde Yerme in real time is not easy. And it is especially not easy for others to recognize such behavior as such. And so, in a sense, the aspirations of the entire Dalai Lama institution faltered with the career of Tsayang Gyatso. The pact was broken to tragic effect, whether he died in captivity with Losang Khan's soldiers or whether he managed to survive for another few decades in exile in the Gobi Desert or wherever. In the end, the true brilliance of the Chusi Sungdrel system is that, yes, you need both. It is not enough to undertake the Dalai Lama experiment as a cynical, instrumental political device alone. But it is also not enough to say that it's all enlightened, skillful means and that we ordinary people can't understand it. You need both for it to work. You need both enlightened omniscience and credibility on the street. And that's the truly hard part. Well, the Tibetan court managed to repair the Dalai Lama thread with the installation of a 7th Dalai Lama, and went on to achieve great brilliance in the careers of the 13th and the 14th Dalai Lama, as we all know. And so all was not lost in the rupture that the tragic life of Sayang Gyatso created. But it only makes sense that we scholars are a little bit finding ourselves left in the dust here in the 21st century, stuck in exile, and in all the other various disasters unfolding before our eyes as we try to figure out how to understand Sayang Gyatso, how to categorize him, and how to give him the honor and place in history he is due. Thus have our presentations over the last few days teetered between exaltations of his mystical powers and the minutiae of text criticism and text provenance and historical contingency and everything in between. We have been treated to a magnificent display of phenomenal scholarship. I've been really impressed. I'll say that I myself appreciated most the various attempts to understand Sayang Gyatso as a human being, that complex creature who stands somewhere on the spectrum between samsara and nirvana, or even as a conflicted man who leaves one footprint at the Yudo Samba pointing towards the Potala and one footprint reversed and turned back towards his Munba homeland. I appreciated very much the attempt to plumb the complex reasons why this complex human being refused full ordination. Or again, the several efforts that we have heard that wanted to read Sayang Gyatso's poetry as a reflection of his embeddedness in local life, or of his loves and yearnings, or indeed of his own artful rangnam, or autobiography in verse. Several speakers pointed out how such vacillation in our own reception of the songs is itself a sign of their power, how the songs themselves carry the possibility of being in so many ways. So I appreciated especially the several talks that insisted that we need to read the songs as art and as literature. Yet another important theme for our conference has to do with the tension between inborn omniscience and enlightened knowledge versus training and culture. What difference does the human training and environment of a particular Chenrezi on earth make? Several other excellent papers focus on the deep imbrication of Sayang Gyatso's life and heritage in the memory of his countrymen in Mun. This is an extremely important side of the Dalai Lama institution that is not often recognized. But the way that the people of Mun have preserved the Sayang Gyatso's possessions, residences, miraculous carvings, footprints, and folk songs to such an extraordinary degree reminds us again how much it is human and natural realities that make a Dalai Lama possible in the first place. Such local memory gives us a way to track a different kind of history when more conventional documentation is missing. And so we have followed Sayang Gyatso from Mun to Mongolia, from the local to the translocal Tibetan Buddhist world in our hero's brief perch atop the Potala Palace of the Ganden Podrang, from the sublime to the profane, from the artistic to the forged, and yes, from samsara to nirvana. It has been such a pleasure and fortune for me to explore all these aspects of His Holiness' poignant story in the company of such thoughtful and erudite scholars from Tibet, Mongolia, Mun, and around the world. So thank you all again for your excellent scholarship and the many conversations that we have opened up amongst us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Janet Gyatso, for the synthesis summary. और अगर हम मौन क्षेत्र में बौद्ध इतिहास की बात करें तो 8वीं शताब्दी में गुरु पद्मसंभव से ये इतिहास शुरू होती है। उसके बाद आप सबको पता है कि 15वीं शताब्दी में तेरतन पेमा लिंगपा, फिर उसके बाद लामा ओर्गेन सांगपो, फिर कई सारे जो तेरतनपस है, उन सब ने इस तवांग में यहाँ के जो मनपस समाज है इसमें क्रांतिकारी जो बदलाव लाए हैं, तो उसी को एक बार फिर हम जीवित करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और इसी क्रम में अब मैं एक बार फिर पूजनीय थुप्तिन यारफिल जी को यहाँ पर आमंत्रित करता हूँ।
기간 제모 진의 자주 철라 토제나 수주당 디네 구자 남제 룹지 기시 톱된 야비 처기 손뒤 조리당 부위 좀셔카기 낭뒤 닝뒤 송능주
구전비 경제 종수시 송창명 전류 용의 협 투참지 조교 부시장 권회담이 뜬지가도 뒤에 그 연구 좀 쳐라. 아니 그자 아무도 저에 더네 들이 예지 여산 교수 심주 전뒤 죽점제 그 더라 지빈양배 아니 예세라주 예비긴디게 대당 아니 어르나장아데 렌진 구쇼 뱀칸도 초 의배 아니 시슐레지와 아니 다리 돌린 디토라 페베 아니 숭셰는 게기 개원 넘버 아니 쇼레아 디신 안도 서자와 넘버 3월이야 아니 믹세 담셰버스 첩슈제 넘버 2야 아니 참지다 귀디슈기 디네 드링기 안도 돌린 디토라 숭셰는 게 시장 뉴스루요레 디토네 아니 인게토라 숭셰는 게 시장 고다 표객토네 숭셰는 게 시장 주빈요레 표객이 주빈 예배 토네 아니 겨와찬 겨주 남다 고려야 숭셰는 게 시장 죽다 아니 숭좀 고려야 숭셰는 게 시장 시 아니 숭셰 숭bun기 나라네 고리토려야 숭셰는 게 시장 뒤에체제 또 주시릭 숭부토려야 숭셰 나요레 근데 임베인자 아니 주시릭 숨라 이에네 아니 디소스 숭셰는 게기 아니 주시디게 까마 찍찍 나려야 아니 닝뒤지 슈트벨이야 배주슈고인 진에 아주 통마딜이야 아니 남자들 집에 숭셰는 게들이 될라 담셰는 게 통마디 맨땅 군배 나도 러빈수바 라망아원 누불라네 단다 주시디 여 군진 주거리지 상야죠 루기드 제베 이제 내가 고디레 될이야 아니 라라메 룽기심베 제바다직 아니 니바딜이야 꾸담베 제바 숨바딜이야 아니 렁유리야 아니 꾸슈니딜이야 믹세기 주다 예선제 때문에 제바 가리유미 아니 시바딜이야 별라 댄슈 토리야 아니 시팅아스리 사과도 아니 동아게 초가본로 맹아 딘데 센시 제베 제바 아니 나바딜이야 냥아다 아니 숭구기람네 뒤집어도 매바 메드기람네 꿰베 제바 딘에 주바딜라 다 겨호 디나 신기 별소 그 유르망부랴 아니 겨와산 겨서 뭐서 셉지자네 아니 저 최대면 제바지 서제 주구도네 아니 숭셰나요레 대다 제네 아니 겨산 겨서 꾸충세 유 아니 미율다 제베 아니 제남 레 디나 신기 너슈레 취제 낭대고르 나야 라과도根据 팀의 중르 믹세 모사지안 속부터네 겨군지 주거 지산 겨서 아니 루규다 제베 이제 내가 가게 제십토야 숭셰나요레 디네 니바딜라 숭셰는 게디 원너시 유페기 줄라 럼니 관계 배구 루규 로베치모 개 참바 삼대라레 개 참바 삼대라게 주시디 겨 군지 주거리 지산 겨수 아니 미율이야 꾸충베 다 겐기 아니 미율이야 아니 산게 덴베 내시 권디 베나 우jel링 시서 야지 근데나 유메 아니 땅 공바디니 가서 라니 송데 시나미도 야나 권바다 종체 권조 송체기 취식이 되네 근데 이미 사과도 아니 송태 레관 사시 근데 나 유미 대야 변에 계조 군지 주거 지산 계조 옆 덴지 저시 공부조배 공조 준비기 체도 아니 구순 도딘 딘데 사시 망고지 나요리 디 너런에 변나 아니 톡딘딜이야 아니 무기 최딘다 양구 송딜이야 아니 계획根据 시지 배 급지 kop시 예배 너런에 다른 아주 순남기 신리야 제주 예배디 배 제주 겨주 예바 디나 신기根据 계지 배加 20 잡게 예배 너는 다른 안소래 제주 예배디 배加 20 예바 디나 신기 다根据 카 니부디 사시 컨데나 예미 디나 신根据 팀 딜이야 안수 믹세 아니 가수래 根据 显了 메베 아니 취전 컨데 예미 根据 显了呀 아니 머슈베 팀모 메베 캐주 카리 예바를 써봐 믹세 진단체외 진시 누버지 이마 인장 아니 마오벌이야 안수 根据 통지 가자 서진난 거에 하자 걔네 친구 인주 가자 서진 들에 나바 있나 아니 걔라 좋아네 믹세기 남되다 차로 넣은 거 있잖아 셰시 상고 톰나수 디나신기 겨산 겨주 아니 중유다 마유 중간기 당 난다 거중기 법부 컨데시 주 표주 중유미 디나신기 땅어 군배 긴디기 셰장 아니 컨데시야 폐유미 급디 아주 표기 원심민의 능규벌이야 아니 걔다 축생기 김배 겨우 주거 준비 취시제 제제 구시제제 타중모추에 다 루규 남다를 잠체 숭셰나요레 디네 숨바딜라 숭셰난게 디사르 표기 들을럼니 관계 천지 줄라로빈 겐스남 긴자라 초네레 공기 주시디 겨우 군지 주거 이차 계속 구 대배 규림리아 이니 십단나래 다 십단나다 디야 지금 구 대배 규림리아 다 셰스미 저 니요리 텔레데네 이니 두급디 아주 지속이 내다지 구 대배 선에기 구육이 내버려 서버 동들이야 이니 리그람부터네 떡제 체배 좁든 근데 유미 좁든 시자 체바 이나 이니 겨우상 겨우 수주 공건들기 년잠래야 이니 구 대배디 군루 금제 예배 유루리 디나신기 겨우 군지 주거 아니 가서 냠지기 토네 아니 갸나래야電讯나 고에기 고비 김제 가리 이미 디네시 겨산 겨수 갸나래야 된젤 페베 팸람기 네버 근데 유미 아니 구 대바 대단 근데 이미 아니 진주기 네버 근데 중유미 디네신기 겨산 겨수 제베 토네 가수 아니 서원 남달이야 믹스에기 아니 심주 나니 대다 제네 아니 소벨로드 원주고 꿰베 남다리 르노 셰베도지 제베 남다리 군시 벤시르 뭐지 남다리 군시 제한 셰베 남다 셈보마리 타불라마 나와추라 겨수 남다리 서주 나와도지 제베 겨상 겨수 서면 남다리 디너신기 셰베 야가와 나와 긴디 겨수 제베 겨 긴디 가산 겨상 겨수 남다 전대 주고 인고라 속바 아니 익자가 편주 10도 나체 돌드베 이네 겨상 겨수다 타불라마 나와추라 겨수 남바 니디 툭시기 토네 직 니베디 제주 숨바딜이야 아니 추규제 김제승부터네 아니 간사 타대 임베 아니 인출을 속바 디절에 잠체 숭셰나 요리 디네 시바딜라 숭셰나게 디사르 비교 둘러미 강기 루귤러베 제바 추디 마달라레 공기 주시디 아니 겨와상 겨수 개벌 제베 아니 김제라 제바 디레 다디야 겨와상 겨수 아니 겨왕가바 침비 영시 트미 마임바 인자 아니 무투제 아니 dom장려 슈귤라 아니 고수고 마족바다 직 야 거시기 송당원의 제바 이네 디 아니 주베 뒤슈고 남다 잠려 아니 제제 개벌 제베 루귤이야 송당 마자 간다 지구 매베 송다 링이 요바 디나신기 이대표에 아니 디셰 낭다 매베 주유리 디나신기 아니 뭐 디시 산제 겨주 제베 겨와 군지 주거 리산 겨주 남다 예슈 랍사시기 녀마리 디나시기 군시 벤시름 보치다 제유기 급디 라마남베 남타리 디나시기 추중 바삼 준바다 표지 구법 제시로 속바 제시 이제가 tunzu 편주 10도 나체 아니 겨산 겨수 개법 세나민도 야나 뒤슈고 제바장마디 초 직내 겨워 차 겨수 툭시디 하장 경보 여바 니네 겨산 겨수 고고 낭만 닝제 카지기 아니 경화철이야 제 디나신기 디시 산제 겨주랴 아니 굳이 마슈바 숨네 아니 제다電視 내유 거시기 아니 개조 차 겨주랴 아니 식조 중화 신내 아니 속고 연다 낭편줄이야 아니 허디베터네 아니 경화 차 겨술이야 아니 추den기 그거 마슈바 어 딘데기 왕기 경화 차 겨주쇼 투치체 아니 켜버 가자 켜버 재미다 제체 경화 차 겨주 군의 충디기 소총기 유림제 급디 추주 남편주기 제외 내상리 사과도 표시용기 아니 접수 부족이 내법 돈주 내법기 다 쇼긴래 아니 중주다 제체 숭셰나요리 디네 nga바딜라 숭셰나게 디 포유 종사시에 토르기 좀리 로베지모 게 메요라리 공기 주시디 아니 당부들이야 지원 겨산 겨주 심주기 규림리 디나신기 선내기 ngakune 고수체 아니 익도기 ngazu 남다카 동들이야 심주체베 규림 거래 유미 니베들이야 겨산 겨주 아니 심주기 규적하 모르는다 텔라 때네 겨산 겨수다 아니 구티냠베 아니 벽이 계신카기 남다 너로네 겨산 겨주 심주기 익사 모르다 동들이야 제바 디네 단다바도 아주 비유토를 집에 겨산 겨주 심주기 제좀카 가르카리 요바디에 모르나 요리 디네 숨바딜라 겨찬 산 겨주 단믹세 숨케도 파과 표도 중화 매주 중에 숨구기 버시카 동들이야 아니 제바 가리 그러게 유명이 모르리 아니 청구들이야 아니 쇼르게 장가 가리 유미 버시카 근데 유미 아니 숨구 동들이야 아니 디셰 나타기 디주카 동주 아니 ng지 구림 근데 이미 동주 벤주 10도 나체 돌드버 이나 면다 아니 사세 버시카 10도 나체 모두 숭셰나요리 디네 주거딜라 숭셰나가디 원나시 유표기 주라 롬니 칸기 아니 기시 럼린 로상도지라리 공기 주시디 겨찬 겨주 아니 지나 상승기 남다게 이제카리 디 낭틀이야 아니 중세 제바 세디리 다디 낭도 우리 나의 겁라 당부들이야 아니 겨상 겨주 구식뒤메기 남다카 두두 우리 나의 니버들이야 겨상 겨주 자슴 제베 아주 송송카리 수버들이야 겨상 겨주 남다기 이제카리 시버들이야 겨상 겨주 남다카리야 님시기 남네 아니 도점 제바나시 나버솔이야 우리 나요리 디네 나바들라 낭세기 서제 커시질마 이와치제 디널 당부들이야 겨상 겨주 구 중대기 제식을이야 제반낭다 니버들이야 서연 남달이야 세븐 너로기 조 예배컵이야 아니 배비 예배 고고현도 네시를 근데 배비메 숨버들이야 풀어흐리라 네시 배배 겁라 아니 벤지다 납결이야 세상다 디데기 망자를 써봐 닝구 근데 배비메 시버들이야 서연 남다 시야 제바이나 뒤직라 겨우군디니 돌대변에 겨우군디 두거지 상한 겨주다 겨우군디 듬바 겨우 깨산 겨주니 슈걸이야 땜발 써봐 딘데기 딘제 시도네 아니 우리 숭신나 요리 사과도 아니 겨상 겨주 고딜이야 아니 추수인이게 누리 치시 nga chung yo res di nol ne tang bu di gyo sa ge zu ying si zhe ju nang shuo de de ya ni chui ba chung min du yin yang di si san ye ge zu shuo ge yong ge gyo sa ge zu mu ji nang da da chep si ge tu ge ni gyo ge zhe sa ge zu le ya mo bi wa yu ring bu xia ba di gyum se ji ge ni ba di le ya di si san ye ge zu shuo ne mu ti wang xie dang ni nang ma se gyo ka sa me di si san ye ge zu rang ni ja da 추대도 만에봐 방향 그 주수 나를 슈바 디금제 니버디 차요래 디네 숨버들이야 아니 조주 계조 상하 계조 초다 명디스 상계 계조 디나신 하상한 이기 니 욕제 너를 추이체 여 상하 계조 투 하장 밤제 니 령주를 만에봐체 라나 강상 이내리 야나 랍동 수시 만에봐 방향은 내배 니 수기 제바데마 동도의 진 디금제 숨버디 저거요래 디네 시버들이야 계보 하상 강다 디시 상계 계조 발이야 아니 둠디나 심바이네 디시 상계 겨도 좋아네 아니 사서 샤체 뒤돌이야 아니 공가람 하베바 모티제 첩실이야 티주나응디 아니 디마 사설에 네바 인자 디 김제 시부체 다 김제가바 타마디야 사서 간그 변신는 그 파정아 중에 겁라 디시 상계 겨도 좋아네 아니 딕더 수신 마제바 딘데기 다 공을 쉬베 김제가바 디다 그겁 디다 때네 아니 겁디 추수 인게기 눈디 추시 야 규례 추를 잠체 아니 송셔나 요래 다 디엔제디 겨찬 겨즈 남다의 제베 토네 아니 송셔난 게카 죽중아 디 낭도 닝지디긴 다 디네 니버디 제자 겨찬 겨즈 송점의 제베 토네 송셔난 게기 디센디기 디톨이야 당부디라 송셔난 게디 원너시 유표지 최저 주라 롬니 강기 로규기겐 장윤 장 들라임 공기 주시디 절식도 되게 좀 숨로라 계조 군지 주거리 이사 계조 쇼게 장대 단다 보론 지면을 증배 가셔 산이게 낭들라 도잠량 와세디리 디 모르나 겁라 진짜 당부들이야 겨상 계조 양아시 이교회 고세로 규다 전에 송신나야 니버들이야 겨상 계조 아니 가셔 시밤기 무시 이급다 디 아니 낭두두두 모르나야 숨버들라 겨상 계조 제베 가셔 시밤 나로레 세베 아니 보론세야기 사제디 가바 유미 무진라 소바 돌드베이나 실직도 되게 좀 숨로라 아니 거의 시반 나로네 아니 둠지 그래나 유미 꼴에 잠체 아니 숭셔나요리 디네 숭셔나가 니버디 사르피고 둘이 롬니 강기 루규리 베죽라 로베 정주 dob라레 공기 주시디 다시 가서 공기 아니 보론 지회라 나베 단도 거의들이 디망 우리 나가 겁라 당부들이야 아니 보론 지회세디 수임이 우리 니버디야 아니 가쇼기 주디 립슈 그래나 유미 숨버들이야 아니 시반디 냐사기 단다바도 가서 규림 그래 규유미 시버들이야 지용기 가서 가샤고 주단 근데 이미 나바들이야 아니 가샤고 주전의 제베톤에 칭디 근데 규유미 디나시 주고 지용기 가서 가다 심주제 딘데기 사제 카 주기토네 아니 출루 지식도 요즘에 숨들이야 겨상 겨즈 보런 지용을 제베 단다 시밤 가쇼디 낭들의 트제 아니 급디 가샤고 주단다 아니 전주 거리 아니 가쇼디 낭동 오르리 가쇼디 나로기 가서 탐바 컨데지 아니 밥야 낭람 유메기 돌이야 20나체 숭셔나요레 디네 숭셔는 게 숨버디 남제 자장기 룹시다 신경gen지 두대양비 그버인 내 주시디 여사야 겨즈 송송기 아니 전장아리 니버디리아 여사야 겨즈 아니 송좀 다른 아주 제도 여바 선종 오르 제아리 디나신게 조디 여사야 겨즈 송송기 가서 마비 많이 봐 카르카 유명을 써봐 사제 시토네 마 담시 슈비인 다디야 지용 아주 여사 겨주 송좀을 좀 봐이나 아니 권세경고 지금 저 공장 여주를 패배 자동급이야 아니 구자 남자들 펜들리셰리네 계조 군지 당보지 근디 조번에 군지 집시바 계조 던지 겨주 파도야 아니 송분다 남다 뼈 겨주 담을 디겨래 디 나로라 겨사 겨주 송분 뼈 찍디겨래 딜이야 급 디디 가서 겨사 겨주 제베 송뼈 뼈선람도 간다 추진 게여리 어디지 니네 다동 아주 겨 던지 겨주 초 공장 굽주를 패배 급라 아니 로추치버리 로추 나로라 다 탑시 유구제루 체니 여산 겨주 아니 남다다 숭부카 가리 라도 선바 도주 적지 제여를 디 너르네 소벨로리 원주고 괴베 겨산 겨주 남다 너르 세베 아니 숭카 주여리 디 마인베 아니 숭 투부르 슈베 숭카 구체제 다당 아주 다 제주 여대베 수남 신을 슈베 겨산 겨주 다 송좀카 니슈접딘다 겨산 겨주 송좀 다당 아주 천장예바 마비만예바 카 니슈체 송좀카 십주 십딩부터야 아니 또 뒤에는 남바절은 모두 쉬어중 디네 시바딜라 송셰는게디 리게세도링 차 대바보 리게 하여는 뭐지 공기 주시디 겨산 겨주 송분기 다 낭도다 주제 제세 쉬어들이 다디 모두 나게 겁라 겨산 겨주라 땜베 아니 동시 비수기 고리 디네 직디당 아주 사진 아마도 지제베 겨산 겨주 다다 상남 디 겨산 겨주 남다 뭐만 인주 레잠디 모두 나야 니버들이야 용자기 겨산 겨주 제베 굴루동조 겨산 겨주 숭문에 임바 수버들이야 겨산 겨주 제베 숭숨 취재카 던지 낭도기 주자 모두 나야리 시버들이야 겨산 겨주 제베 단다 가서 계조 산 계수디 겨왕아바 침부 영시 최미 임베 금제체제 간다 서제 시토네 아니 숭셰나요레 다디네 디젠 숨바디다 디르마 상물로 맞아 겨산 계주제베 굴류골이야 저지 디돌 숭셰는 게디 디나게 당부디 아니 숭셰는 게디 메롱라 송가바 침부 송가바 룹지 겐 투데르시라이 공기 주시디 아주 매유기 수준기 망셰가 틀려야 겨산 겨주 구마룰렘베 고르디레 디스 모르나게 qabla 망셰기 릭돈즈 아니 직중게 수이미 뒤럽 거디 중요미 아니 현다 중게 수이미를 써봐 돈즈 센세다 미세 아니 루시에 돈즈 매유기 아주 밤에 돈즈 균대기 아니 소에 넣어라 출루기 딘지 제고 있나리 망초그 돈좀 있나리 디마인베 아니 아주 소에 싱러를 써봐 돈즈 지구토리아 아니 굴르렌스 여바 굴르렌스 여바 디야 아니 규셰게 나베토네 렌스 여바 디데게 토네 담세나 디네 니바디 수셰네가디 표릭베 개와 주세 겐 트시르라이 공기 주시디 개와 차에 제주 제바 탁베 아니 굴르게디 멘저와 카 두기 아니 머지골이야 모두 수셰나 요리 딜리아 당부디 개와사 제주 남다 년주고 거바 세디 아니 뒤 치수 가서 절식동급제 중앙에 송아지기 남다 년주 세제 간다 굴 년주시기 senjal이야 교원 단위 아니 뭐지 아주 신바 비도 쇼를 주다마 여바 대리 대마인베 겨산 겨주 굴 예바 쇼에기 아주 셰딥 지마민저 카 숨리 디네 절식동 예제 급주 겁제로야 아니 작바가 돌이야 도질링네 버티시베 굴 예바 제제 돈주 돌이야 아니 모두 gödenre 사과도 믹스해지 아니 비지 용수방체 숭셰 내도 매바 나요레 디나신기 디신 아주 비미다 지게 미네스 따도다 아주다 사세 파마시 쉐디 겨사 겨주 굴쇼 쇼그랑 주요바디리 디 강아주 깨지 영지 제바디다 아주 사세 빠르가 치라바 문에 가기 이미 양자 팅 당불이야 아니 다리기 아주 돈에 디돌이야 숭셰 나요레 아니 지질이야 다 지용 아주 빠말이야 아니 처리 있잖아 소시 근데 개비면 쇼리야 아니 겨사 겨주기 뒤슈기 접제베 퇴지 근에 우수 유면 대질이야 아니 제주 근데 나 유면 아니 갑디디 겨사 겨주 남서시다 근데 이미 아니 순루 낭다라 소바 근데 이미 겨사 겨주다 아니 구디 냠베 아니 갑디디 침베 벽 라마카 던지 아니 남다 쿵덴도 롱차제 아니 대가야나 롱덴 나뉴메베 릭도도 아주 살이 교전다 자체 다 로망베르리아 게트시르라게 다 육싱체 아니 투나 나와 사바도 규제 소그룹 텔이야 아니 가와 케세다 나와 당연 나와 좁된도도 다리 가서 존에 디토리아 아니 샤르 미유기 아니 포쇼 모스 던들라 미세기 첨지 차다 이날이 야나 규메 소리야 아니 방생다 중범해봐 아니 불람 나요래 디네 수바디 수시하는 게 원너스 의기 표기 수가 로브라치미 기겐 치모다 숨리 디센기 겐지 겐 비르징미 원결라래 공기 주시디 겨사 겨주 굴리고라 락삼내와 쉐디리 다디야 겨사 겨주 아니 굴리야 아주 예급 친하기 개발 망부 아니 딱지에다 심주 제바디레 망부 예배 유추 사과도 지게와다 약간나 속보다 뇨 우르서 속배 아니 계급다 미리 더미기 아니 디바디데기 굴리릭 망부 여봐 아니 선구디 아주 인지다 힌디다 예일 속과 게이 망부질이야 아니 게이 망부질 규리어래 규례도네 아니 비준 제바디데 뇽뇽 많이 봐 대선에 아주 별 관계가 좋은 게 냥하고 주는 차샤바네 계급 현자다 아니 게이 생기 돌이야 캡데 치슈디 사지벤드 공가 연습이 제베 사지릭시다 계조 산 계조 제베 아니 성군이 인세나 아니 촉배 촉주고디게 우리 나열에 돌대바 이나 야 겨산 계조 미드 꾸퉁네 아니 살살이야 대슈낭다 니버딜이야 작자 롱수기 셉네 한 퇴사놈이 근데 나 유미 숨버딜이야 겨산 계조 군주다 접수이그 롱주기 나라 참가다 아니 구르 근데 시 유미 시베딜이야 아니 단주기 믹주다 군건 너그 교가체제 서제 시다 안텔레 트제 겨산 계조 전국의 주시리 디나시 전국의 대당 동들이 니 요바 써봐 어도도들이야 송시나 요리 다디네 송시나 그 시베디 여름지 숭봉 슈리바 계시 사람바 롱고로사냐라리 공기 주시디 여주거리지 산야주 숭구랭원베 공기 공시다 제지고랴 제린 나가디리 다디 아주 숭구딜이야 여산야주 송소 이미기 테네 아니 은체 시스면저와 망고 여바 아니 공부 뒤를 차샤베네 마지바 망고 중주 디네 다 거시기 다 시신바 대제 아니 보면 되담나 자르체 디셰 잡다 야 거시기 녀데 상하게 냠돌을 자네 아니 체바도 소바 딘데기 수미기 다 공부 linsu기 꼴이야 아니 최다 첩시리 지소다 아니 여산야주 제주리 급디디 지소다 첩시기 니슈로 소바다 초다 뭐 망부지네 아니 링로 나그 여바 텔레디네 여산야주랴 링초다 더주 저미기 토네 다 악도네 량와자 마세 이도랴 거버디네 망부지 여바 텔레디네 여산야주 공부다 여산야주 꾸지 제징기 팔이야 아니 세주 컨트컨트 고구여메 줌리 규세리 디나시 루규다 난데더르부터네 마 아주 제바체바 이나 아니 배우기 체디 미나지기 당가규 카숨기 구슬이야 따다 믹세지 컨트컨트 용거여메 텔레디네 루규기 격삼 니젠식이야 아주 콤바보다기 세주 컨데 난투 투구여메 걔네 디르실레 때네 겨산 겨주 단당 아주 구르다 제좀 드레니 칸다 제좀 딜이야 아니 망줄이야 다수 집에 루셰기 다 칙도제 냠다 조다다 팀벌이야 싱베 아니 구리 너를 공기다 나기 투기 냠도 근데 유미 마우 응시기 롱den골이야 근데 유미 지속기 첩시기 털이야 다 성내다 급지의 대외 제주단다 근데 유미 아니 담지 뒤지 냠도리 디나신기 계속 아버님비감네 아니 철시디괴 아주 배든 남도 뭐지왜 아니 교담 근데 유미 돌대베 이네 겨산 겨주 숭구디 겨산 겨주 고시점도 뭐세 단도 급디 아주 투리 미네 지소리야 아니 따베 따시기 면호더부지 인수리 디나신기 주신무시 나로라다 님부수 되베 이네 당부딜이야 아니 제시고저리 디네 이버딜이야 아니 겨산 겨주 성국의 쇼르게 장가래야 가지고 유미 숨버딜이야 아니 성구디 겨산 겨주 숭 이밀이야 따와 니네 시버딜이야 아니 교수 아마다 치마 메레 개발 근데 유미 아바딜이야 아니 고도디네지 중에 교진 근데 유미 두버딜이야 아니 성구 심주 제배 제숨기 이사 근데 유미 김버딜이야 아니 개일에 아니 성구 심주 제배 내주 근데 유미 개버딜이야 아니 성구리야 제셰 geb당기 디시만저와 근데 유미 디네 고버딜이야 아니 성구딜이야 쇼르게 레릴이야 아니 디셰 메저와 가르가르 요바 베스다 제네 사제 고이토네 우리 숭세나 요리 디네 숭세는 게 아바디 베기 수지 냠시 관계 냠시바 덴지 펜달라레 다 공기 주시디 겨산 겨주 아니 굴루 아주 야나기 게일마 겨주기 빠마타 아니 야나기 유세텔이야 쇼긴 근데 대위메들이 다 될라 겨군지 주거 지산 겨주 초디 아주 계조 군지 임지그 주네 믹스에쟁기 아니 기부 담아지 이만한 신시네 겨산 겨주 제베 굴루디에 벽을 루기자 많이 봐 대상기 급을 차샤바 이네 아니 가서 민 상말로기 아니 감미체기 규세기 아니 전시직 차유바 여상 여주 굴디야 아니 게이 되면 나서 나르다 이구 그리그리 나 유메 사바도 야나기 게이나라 아니 여상 여주 숭구디 규르면저와 아니 자 이슈자 제토고 여바 디나시기 여상 여주 굴루 디 게이 이규기 백화 펜주 10도 나열에 사바도 공구 굴루 던주 등급 야나 너를 좀리를 차샤바네 아니 좀리 돌이야 아니 슈긴 그리 탭이미 슈긴 던주 탭급에 겹종 소리야 아니 제바나체 아니 숭셰나열에 다디네 숭셰나가 주거디 캐나다 콜롬비아 체제 조라lum니 강기 아니 로벤게 스니샤겔라레 공비 주시디 여상 여주 아니 굴루 중국다 뭐돌이야 제십나열에 다디 우리나라 qabla 아니 굴루 파마 단다 젠다다시 버드나체 아니 인교다 겨줄로서고 리모컨데체 중요메 비기 작과톨 예베 버드나와 임바이자 아니 가서 지역이 자 겨주 중국의 파마카 돈주 겨집래 컨디치 유메 아니 굴루 돈주 통매 중국 가리미 다당 아주 제주 예베 중국 너네 솔로가 쉽게 죽지려고 제주 예베디사 중국 너네 망슈다 계슈 인다 디네 다 굴리 빠마 가서 고세마디 드럽 거두 아니 익돌이야 그 유메 심주 제과기 근에 근데 유메 디나 신기 굴루 동정 아주 다수시베 링날이야 근데지 그리 유메 아니 굴리 통마 가서 다 굴리 빠마 전주 통마디 드럽 죽음에 날이야 아니 근데 중 유메 돌대베 이나서 간도 굴루 전주 토네 아니 망소리야 아니 슈긴 근데 탭 유메를 써봐 딘데 그 토네 숭셰나 요리 다디네 숭셰나게 타마디 적동 그치도 아니 겐 사도라게 숭셰 샤유 디 숭셰나게 디 벽이 변수 관계 녀된다 아니 그 숭규수바 기시 사도라이 기시 사도라게 주시디 지 아주 청구의 저요리 디인디 제가 여사 여주 청구를 추제 아니 미유기 아주 나시 포모 선질이야 아니 주리 진교 배서 나고에게 걔네 근데 유메 여사 여주 제베 전남 나로네 아주 가수래다 튠베 긴다 미팅베 개긴 가르가르 요바 디게 켄도 토바 나체 아니 루규레 랍잘라니 아주 튠남리아 배주 근데 나 고고 유메 사바도 아주 녜마다 만져와 딩뒤 다 벤주단 신이걸로 얘기해 동거기 걔네 근데 유메 겨산 겨즈 인소그 랍도 마시발이야 리버 뒤슈그 제바장체 아니 뚜규 마임바 동규 남루 나야기 시바다 랍진기 공시 근데 유메 텔레데네 아니 겨바기 제바 덴수 디나신기 아주 용라가 단다 제면도 얘는 다다 성도 저기 나로네 타반노지 데바테세 예세기디 롱딘나지 돌되어 있는 핀소 디시 좀 거야기 걔네 전부 인지 아니 제스음기 다리 아주 땀셰버지 제스음 나열이 제스음 디 망벌이야 팁술라 초진나에 qabla 아니 제스음 그 멀리 나로야 생김 남샤기 걔네의 대체 계획 영식 무지기 남색 그래 유메디 모두 14지 꼴과기 걔네 그래 유메 사과도 돈은 디토안에 다리 안솔이야 숭신난게다 셈보보다 사물로야 아니 팬도다 로기라고 가르가르 중요하래 돈주에 아주 랭지나를 꼴과기 걔네 지금 그래 이미 디마임바 다지용 아주 대바습니다 아니 삼이미 개방에 내시지 디나시기 아니 신유다 참디기 걔네 그래 유미 아니 도저히 락당 무신으로야 아니 걔네 지금 그래 이미 아니 지용 아주다 명기 지다 지라기 구유성급다 장저 초진을 서고 던들이야 배수나제 돌되어 있는 아주 디신 200씩 제고야기 아니 남든 섭지 개발 나수 디레 인디 단나버서 상물로야 아니 믹세기 참지시고요 다디네 이마 인자 다리 아주 존레디 숭셰난게기 비익이 아주 비격이 더네 아니 숭셰난게기다 낭딩인디를 지나버솔이야 고는 우리 시버디 이 디네 이마 인자 다네 아주 디다비 아니 존레디 얼나장 아디 슝기 슈리 레군레 디나신기 톱데 셰르블링레 지슈 심주다 이사게 디네카 숨 냠제 테모부터네 다 공개 야첨부시 조선 나도나체 아니 존레 디더지 쿠리 나올이야 아니 숭셰바 주 아니 사이서 미슈제 나버서 삼월이야 아니 토지치 거리라메 치제셔이
겐툭텐 야벨라 샤닝 타파나 투치니 시주 다다 베낭시 당가 도저 당 택심 네르심 춘나지 오저 딜링 나가체 치거다 에체 숭셰 칼롭낭간 나시 가야가야 시코르 나오이남 이집코르 더디카다 이 바짓티 다시다 투둑서 보이나옴불 जो पिछले 3 दिनों में यहाँ पर जो संगोष्ठी हुई उसकी जो सारांश है वो आपके समक्ष यहाँ पर बोटी भाषा में प्रस्तुत हुई है। और अब इसके बाद यहाँ पर मैं एक बार फिर जो टिबेटन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स के जो कलाकार हैं उनको आमंत्रित करता हूँ। और जब तक कि कलाकार यहाँ मंच में आते हैं मैं एक बार फिर यहाँ पर ये कहना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि 1706 के बाद का जो इतिहास है, विशेष रूप से जो परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा की जो जीवन है, 1706 के बाद की जो उनका जीवन काल रहा है वो हम तवांग वासियों के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। और मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारे यहाँ से निकट भविष्य में जब कभी भी इस तरह की जो संगोष्ठी होगी, अब की बार जिस तरह से माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय ने ये एक शुरुआत की है, तो हमारी जो युवा पीढ़ी है अब आएंगे और उम्मीद करता हूं कि इस पर वो ज़्यादा शोध करेंगे और जानकारी प्राप्त करने की कोशिश करेंगे। और विशेष रूप से जो तवांग के साथ दाखपो मठ का जो एक संबंध रहा है इस पर वो ज़रूर अध्ययन करेंगे, ऐसा मैं विश्वास करता हूँ।
किसी तुदे याबेला 토제나 शुभी दिने 표지 되고 속배 개와 창의 자수对别 접시 불람 수주
शारीरिक फुर्ती और लचीलापन को बनाए रखने के लिए कई योग मुद्राओं पर आधारित ये नृत्य बताया जाता है कि 10वीं या 11वीं शताब्दी में इस नृत्य की शुरुआत तिब्बत के महान योगी संत मिलारेपा ने की थी और इस नृत्य को शायद रेपा कहा जाता है। अब इसके बाद मैं यहाँ पर इस संगोष्ठी के आयोजक तुप्तेन कंदल सर, पूज्य तेंग्यो रिम्पोछे और मोजरीबा सर को यहाँ मंच में आमंत्रित करता हूँ। इस संगोष्ठी के 3 आयोजक मंच में पधारे हैं और अब मैं आप तीनों से अनुरोध करूंगा कि इस संगोष्ठी के कर्ता धर्ता और हमारे प्रदेश के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्रीमान पेमा खांडू जी को धन्यवाद देने की आप कृपा करें। जोरदार तालियों से अभिनंदन करेंगे अपने लोकप्रिय नेता श्रीमान पेमा खांडू जी का।
Sondu Kuti Sokchung ne, Aruna Jengati, Jitib Lunchi, Gusha Pema Khandu Chwala, Gertin Chishu, Chunchi Tu, Sisan Le Tube, Yawatan Jatsu, Gunyen Bulam Shuju.
अब मैं इसके बाद माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय से अनुरोध करूंगा कि इस संगोष्ठी के दौरान जितने भी जो वक्ता रहे हैं उनको आप अपने शुभ हाथों से सम्मानित करने की कृपा करें। यहाँ पर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय को आयोजकों की ओर से परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा की जो सोने की एक मूर्ति है वो भेंट की गई है। अब इसके बाद मैं यहाँ पर आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगा चपचे यांगतेन रिम्पोछेला को। I would like to request Venerable Yangte Rinpoche to come on the stage to receive the golden statue of His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama. May I have the honor to request Geshe Janchup Sangye, abbot of Ganden Shalse Monastery. May I have the honor to request Professor Janet Gatso, who has been a very good moderator during the seminar. Professor Janet Gatso. Next, I would like to request Thupten Gendonla. Tazuk Shuche Geshe Thupten Gendonla. Thupten Gendonla Pet Nasa. और यहाँ पर पूज्य ऋग्य रिम्पोछे द्वारा रचित जो पुस्तक कल यहाँ पर जिसका विमोचन हुआ था उसे भी दिया जा रहा है सभी वक्ताओं को। Geshe Thupten Gendonla. Joseph Lee Kimmel. May I have the honor to request Joseph Lee Kimmel. May I have the honor to request Yael Bentor. all the moderators, Yael Bentor. Next, may I have the honor to request Geshi Tupten Funsok, the moderator. Geshi Tupten Funsok. Geshi Tupten Funsok Shuche, Gyabjarigyal Hawe Rimbuchela, shots of Hepsishu. डॉक्टर रिक्या हवाई रिम्पुचे जिन्होंने इस पुस्तक को रचा है और निकट भविष्य में इस पुस्तक की जो अंग्रेजी अनुवाद भी बहुत ही जल्द हमारे बीच उपलब्ध होगी. May I have the honor to request Alexander Sorin. Alexander Sorin. I would like to request Berry Jigme Wangel. Berry Jigme Wangel. Next, I would like to request Daniel Preston Martin. Daniel na. Utuk shuche Jamyang Dondupla shots of Pepsi Juju. May I have the honor to request Jamyang Dondupla? May I have the honor to request Geshi Lagdorla? I would like to request Jampa Samtenla to come on the stage, please. Jamba Samtenla. Jamba Samtenla Shuche. Lama Ngawang Norbulasha Pepsi Juju. May I have the honor to welcome Ian James McCormack. Ian James. May I have the honor to request Geshi Lobsang Dorji Rabling. Geshi Lobsang Dorji Rabling La. Geshi Lobsang Dorji Rabling la ijik shuche geshi rongpo lopsang yandak geshi rongpo lopsang yandak la ijik shuche lopsang tenpa la sha pepsi shugyu lopsang tenpa la lopsang tenpa la ijik shuche miao. May I have the honor to request miao la. May I have the honor to request Fentok la. Fentok la. Fentok la. May I have the honor to request Sangserema Uzid. Sangserema Uzid. Welcome, ma'am. You are looking gorgeous, ma'am. May I have the honor to request Shoko Mekata. Shoko Mekatala. Ujik Shuche Sonam Gensenla. Sonam Gensen lak shuche Tashi Tsringla. Tashi Tsringla. After Tashi Tsringla, may I have the honor to welcome Venerable Thupten Yarfella. Tashi Tsringla is on the stage. Venerable Thupten Yarfella. इजिक शुचे थुतन टशिला जो वक्ता रहे हैं इस संगोष्ठी के दौरान थुतन टशी जी इजिक शुचे चिरिंग शाक्याला थुतन टशिक शुचे चिरिंग शाक्याला After Tsring Shakyala, may I have the honor to request Tsewang Topla. Tsewang Topla. After Tsewang Topla, may I have the honor to request Sultrim Palden Butiala. Sultrim Palden Butiala. Now may I have the honor to request Yoshiro Imaida. Yoshiro Imaida. And may I have the honor to request on the stage our special guest during this seminar, Dorje Stanzenla. Dorje Stanzenla. Dorje Stanzenla has been a special guest during this seminar. We have another very special guest from Switzerland, Lobsang Tenzin Namling ji, who is popularly known as Lotenla, Loten Namlingla. We have few translators during this seminar. Without their help, this seminar would not have been complete. So I'd like to request the translators, Jampa Gelsenla. Jampa Gelsenla. Translator Sungyur Nangan. Sungyur Nangan Jampa Gelsenla. Sungyur Nangan Peljorla. Translator Peljor La. Translator Rinchin Siring La. Sungyur Nangan Rinchin Siring La. Rinchin Siring La Shuche. Sungyur Nangan Thupten Tharchin La. Thupten Thachinla. And we have some very important person during this important first ever international conference on the cultural and historical significance of His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama. May I have the honor to request Cloud RP to please come on the stage. Cloud RP जी पिछले कई दशकों से तवांग के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. आपने तवांग के बारे में बहुत सारी बातें लोगों तक पहुंचाई है और विशेष रूप से जब हमारे संबंध पड़ोसी देश का जब जिक्र आता है तो क्लाउड आरपीजी की भूमिका बहुत बड़ी रही है उसमें. प्लीज़ वेलकम क्लाउड आरपीजी. हमारे बीच और एक बहुत ही विशेष अतिथि विराजमान हैं, कविता रानी जी. आपको भी यहाँ पर मैं आमंत्रित करता हूँ. बहुत दूर से आप यहाँ पर पधारे और इस संगोष्ठी में आपने भाग लिया और हमें पूरा विश्वास है कि इन 3 दिनों की जो संगोष्ठी रही है इसमें परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा जो कि भारत में अवतरित हुए थे उनकी जो जीवन और उनकी जो उपलब्धियां हैं इस पर आपने भी बहुत गहराई से अध्ययन किए होंगे, सुने होंगे और निकट भविष्य में जाकर भारतवर्ष में इन सब बातों को फैलाएंगे. कविता रानी जी. हमारे बीच एक और बहुत ही विशेष अतिथि विराजमान है, श्रीमान विजय कुमार गुप्ता जी. श्रीमान विजय कुमार जी गुप्ता, आपको भी मंच में आमंत्रित. आप भी पहले दिन से ही इतने दूर से यहाँ पर आए और विशेष रूप से जो हिमालयी बौद्ध परंपरा है इसको लेकर कई सारे कार्य आप करते रहे हैं. आपका हम तहे दिल से अभिनंदन करते हैं. विजय कुमार जी गुप्ता.
विजय क्रांति है सही फोटोग्राफ फोटो एग्जीबिशन के साथ विजय क्रांति
मैं क्षमा चाहूँगा विजय क्रांति जी गुप्ता और विजय क्रांति जी आप तवांग में पधारे हैं। यहाँ परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा की जो जीवन है इसकी जो संगोष्ठी है इसमें शामिल हुए हैं। इसके बाद हम ये उम्मीद करते हैं कि अब तवांग के इतिहास में भी क्रांति आएंगी। मैं इसके बाद यहाँ आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगा तवांग के माननीय विधायक को श्री नामगेत सिंह और मैं कालदन सर से रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि आप ये प्रेजेंट करने की कृपा करें। थैंक यू ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर सर। माननीय विधायक तवांग श्रीमान नामगेत सिंह जी को यहाँ पर मूर्ति भेंट करते हुए मैं इसके बाद यहाँ अब तवांग के उपायुक्त महोदया नामगेल आंगमो जी को आमंत्रित करता हूँ। वह बुजुर्ग से मजोर सुबह कह लो एक डिग्लम। मैं इसके बाद तवांग के पुलिस अधीक्षक महोदय डॉक्टर दर्जी वांगदी थुंगन को आमंत्रित करता हूँ। Thank you very much, and now may I have the honor to request most respected Honorable Chief Minister Sir to please give the valedictory address.
Arunaja ngati GW Kusha Pema Khandu Chwane, Gerdin Chi Shu Sungshe Nangdu.
A very good afternoon to each and everyone. Venerable Yangtin Remuchela, Venerable Sharse Ken Remuchela, and galaxies of other venerable Remuches, revered monastic members, distinguished guests, honored scholars, respected dignitaries, and my dear friends from within the country and also across the globe. So it's an honor for me again to stand up here and attend the valedictory function as well in this landmark international conference on culture and historical significance of His Holiness the 6th Dalai Lama Tsayang Gyatso. So as we all know, this journey began on 3rd of this month, and today we are winding up this conference. This conference, I've been told that our aim was not merely to commemorate the historical figure of the 6th Dalai Lama. We came together to rediscover the heritage that belongs not only just to Tawang or Arunachal Pradesh or Tibet or the wider Himalayas, but it belongs to the entire world. We were here to reinterpret its value for our times and for times to come. I'm also told that this conference went very well, and there was in-depth exchange of views by scholars from different parts of the world through the papers presented here by scholars from India and abroad, and through this dialogue across disciplines, we have tried to trace the spiritual, cultural, literary, and historical legacy associated with the 6th Dalai Lama. We have also reaffirmed that this legacy is not just a relic of the past. It lives on the songs he composed and in the hearts of the people across Himalayan belt who continue to draw inspiration from his life and words. As the summits conclude, we now require to look for a way forward to benefit from this conference. I'm sure that the organizers, the Department of Karmic and Academic Affairs, the Thupten Sherdubling Foundation, and the Center for Cultural Research and Documentation, CCRD, have documented the entire proceedings of this conference and plan a way forward to carry it ahead amongst our people and the world. I, on my part, however, submit 3 key reflections and I request the organizers to carry it ahead by devising benefiting programs in days to come. So number 1 would be preserving of heritage. Preserving and promoting sites in Tawang connected to Sayang Gyatso's early life to document and share local oral histories, folk songs, and legends that have survived through generations so that may enrich our shared Himalayan heritage. The second would be cultural academic engagement. Felicitate collaborations between local institutions and international scholars, support translation and publication of Sayang Gyatso's poetic work, and to encourage research that explores his life in broader historical, cultural, and philosophical context. The third would be spiritual and community renewal. Envision Tawang not just a place of pilgrimage or historical interest, but a vibrant center of Buddhist learning, cultural exchange, and communal harmony. Embrace the value of compassion, introspection, and artistic expression that Sayang Gyatso embodied. I also request the organizers to conduct a photo exhibition on the 6th Dalai Lama in Tawang in days to come. Dear friends, as we draw this beautiful conference to a close, I urge each one of you, particularly my Monpa friends, to take forward this insight, the dialogue, the inspirations from beyond this conference to our villages, classrooms, and homes. Let this event mark a beginning to a renewed commitment to honoring our past and to shaping our future that is rooted in our heritage. I further would like to also request the organizing committee, since many efforts has been made by all the scholars and researchers who came such a far place, and many important topics has been deliberated. So therefore, a committee must be constituted under the leadership of Reverend Tengyul Rimichela or maybe Rikia Lhave Rimichela, so that the further course of discussion can be taken place in collaboration with various institutions and monastic institutions also as well. So the final documentation, it might take more than a year, a 2 or a 3, but it should be a true research and so that we can release that official book in days to come. So that's one of the important suggestions which I would like to make to the organizing committee. So on behalf of the people of Arunachal Pradesh, it's my heartfelt thanks to all the speakers, participants, and scholars, and obviously the organizers, Department of Karmik and Adhyamik, Thupten Sherdupling Foundation, and the Center for Cultural Research and Documentation, and the entire team who has worked hard for the success of this conference. My sincere thanks goes to each and every guest who has joined this conference from far and wide by enduring long travel time and braving the cold weather of Tawang. To our guests who are staying back in Tawang, I wish you a pleasant stay and a happy trip to different attractions in and around Tawang. So I conclude my speech with the prayer that may the light of Sayang Gyatso's wisdom continue to guide us. May His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama live long and continue to bless us all. Tashi Dile Karinche, Jai Hind, Jai Arunachal.
Thank you very much, most respected Honorable Chief Minister of Arunachal, Shriman Pema Khandu ji. आपके ही आशीष से ये संगोष्ठी ये संभव हो पाया। अब मैं इसके बाद हमारे बीच उपस्थित स्विट्ज़रलैंड से आए हुए बहुत ही बेहतरीन कलाकार श्रीमान लोपसंग तेंजिन नामलिंग जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि आप अपने कार्यक्रम को यहाँ प्रस्तुत करने की कृपा करें। An ode to Sayang Gyatso, musical performance by Lopsang Tenzin Namling ji.
Aruja ngati jite blunchin kusho Pema Khandu chala ning tabane tochi tishu jutan deje la loden lamni la ne yawa chang ja chur tube kushe bulam shuju.
Archdelek Manuel Rinpoche's Honorable Chief Minister, and so many friends I've made in the last 4 or 5 years. My dearest Mönpa people, the people of Manuel. I'm so honored to come here, receive the invitation from Honorable Chief Minister and you all to come here and sing the songs of one of the greatest poet, of course, His Holiness, the Sixth Dalai Lama Tsang Gyatso. No need to mention in the last 4 or 5 days, there was so much said about His Holiness that today I'm just so happy to be here. And I just want to say that the first song I'm going to sing you is a song called Amaleho. Moji Ji actually kind of recited the poem so well, and I'm inspired to even sing it better, you know. Thank you, Moji Ji, you know, for your efforts. And yeah. Chati tungtungamo, shokzengale yada, tering yang metro, litangko ne levions. Oh, white crane, lend me your wings. I will fly not far away. From Litang, I shall return. So my father also comes from Litang. And whenever I sing the song, I have this yearning to go back through my father's spirit back to Litang.
Yeah, when I was first time here in Tawang, oh yeah, could you open it for me, please? Yeah. When I first time came to Tawang, it was such an special experience. Going back to my childhood, when I first saw in the book of My Land and My People by His Holiness Dalai Lama, I saw the picture of His Holiness standing with 4 or 5 Menpas. Initially, I thought that was in front of the Horsam children, but it doesn't matter. I was so I fell in love with that picture, in fact. And as a little boy, I think I had this deep aspiration. I think deep inside, as I today remember or recall, I had this deep wish to come to this place. And so today, when a child has deep prayers, deep wish, you should really take care of your children, love them, compassion, because a child knows much more than, older people. And so I am here today because of this aspiration, because of the blessing of Six Holiness Dalai Lama and the President Dalai Lama, and of course, all of you here. Especially I want to thank Honorable Chief Minister for sending me this wonderful letter. So I'm going to do a song. The song is called Nganso Pögi Dokba. And yesterday a friend of mine, or now he's my friend, he was driving me around and he said, Lotana, your rendition of this Nganso Pögi Dokba is so famous here. So, a lot of young people sing this song. And I was inspired by him. I want to thank him. I want to play you this Nganso Pögi Dokba. This Nganso Pögi Dokba was sung by that time I was a young boy, but young men and women, especially I think the band was called Rangzen Shunu. And I used to listen to their songs so much. And this is the song. And this is about the Tibetan nomads. The Chinese blame these wonderful nomads who have been living up there for thousands of years for the global warming, whereas they are destroying our beautiful, amazing plateau of Tibet. And this is a song, actually, I want to really let young Tibetans and Mempas and around the world sing this song and talk about, how wonderful, this place is, Manyul, Tibet, all the Himalayan countries, Himalayan places. So anyway, without much discussion, Nganso Pögi Dokba. And if you know the song, sing along. Why not? Nganso Dokba ring. Ye pangiri sat me togi mente me togi tishinta ela no lunam shite pak beju pak ta shintu Are you happy? Yeah, so wonderful, you know. I'm going to sing you a song. This is called Kangchenpa, the people of the snowland. We are all children of the snowland, aren't we? Yes? Are we the children of snowland? I don't hear anything. Are we the children of snowland? Yeah, I like that. So some of you might wonder why I'm wearing these goggles, you know, sunglasses. And today I think it's good to remind you of this amazing Tibetan musician. His name was Ajahn Namgyel. Actually, Ajahn Namgyel sang also this Amaleho and many of these songs of Tsain Gyatso. And Ajahn Namgyel was not born blind, but unfortunately for him, but fortunate for us, that this young boy became one of the greatest musicians of Tibet. And I'm standing here because of Ajahn Namgyel. because of his inspiration, because of his spirit that in fact came into me. And that's why I'm wearing this goggle, because he was blind and he was always wearing a goggle. So that's one of the reasons. Let me just do a sound check. It's very cold here, so my instrument goes up and down. So I need to... Konda. Pomo. Come here. No. Can you hold this, please? Because my instrument is very... Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. Can you take a video from this? Sorry. Did you hear that? Okay. It was not meant to be. So this is a song of Kangchenpa, and I was in Mongolia, and this song has a combination of Tibet, because it was sung by one of the greatest singers, Domlakyap, in Tibet, and the Mongolian feeling is there, the music, and I as a Tibetan exile. So I thought this is really good to sing for you this song, because we are all the people of Kangchenpa. Okay.
동기 라제 열매 똑바로 챙기비리시 연장은 나는 절대 담배 미자 조식길 슬가 숨기 이둘롱다 밤에 동마 계시고 다시 다음에 누구에겐 나야 그게 익숙한 어디 택배 도주대 내 같은 바리 가두기 덮쳐야 다 나도 들켜도 내 살에 택배 도주대 내 같은 바리
Thank you. Wow, wow. Such a response. I want to sing one song for Pema Khandu. I want to thank Pema Khandu for this wonderful, because he sent me an invitation personally, and you know, I just had to come. But I want to tell the Manpa people, there was a talk a couple of days ago, I think it was Kandela, who said, Nubu rangla yudu taku majabna akha sudu tsaradas. When you have the treasure in your hand, take care of our most wonderful, honorable Chief Minister, please. Okay? And for his honor, I'm going to sing you this Akupema. And you please sing along, okay? Okay? Okay! Yeah, that's the real Manpa people. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Rinpoche number two, yeah, this gets hard to do. Low. Gonda de Dri Gonge, Gonze, Shuin Kerm, and Daganashi, Yandi Rinpoche, Kerm, Amada, Tiring Emezinal, that Dindegi gave us some of the Chuman Urual. Yamang, Yaurum Jukundul, then Tangos from Jushu Puberty, in a Pagab Chilia, and the COVID teacher, and Dindegu Kugas and Ramasu. And three the menu chair, any Chief Minister. There's so many friends. I don't know how to name them, those, but this is Akupema. Sing along. Akupema he 계시네 아 그 뺀마해 마바나타리 계시네 교매나타 됐네 노바레 아 그 뺀마해 장버러세기 쇼고진 버러부나 방기 계시네 아 그 뺀마해 죽겠나 소모 계시네 주매나 토가 노바레 아 그 뺀마해 다샤라 둥기 소고 젠나이 버라소나 대회 계시래 아 그 뺀마해 수연하나네 계시래 유메나 율라세 노바레 유메나 율라세 노바레 Free Tibet!
Well, thank you very much, Lotenla, for that excellent performance. But your phone is with me. I won't take it, it's too heavy. Thank you very much once again, Lotenla. Now, may I have the honor to request Reverend Tulku Tenzin Gyurme Rinpoche La, President of Thupten Sherupling Foundation and Chairman Organizing Committee, for the presentation of closing remarks and invocation, please.
Lo Ten Nam Ni La La Thoje Nang Shu Ju Tang, Mön Thup Ten Xie Zhu Ling Tang, Chong Du Ku Zhi Chou Jung Gi Chok Zu, Zhu Gu Ten Zin Yu Mi Rinpoche Chuan Ne Jok Dong Song Xie Nang Ju.
Tashtele and good evening. More than a year ago, when the seed of this conference was first planted, in my conversation with Pema Khandu, I certainly couldn't picture myself standing in front of all of you to make these valedictory remarks today. There has been so much work to get here, not just by me, but by a lot of people. But I can say without any reservation that it was worth it. The last few days have been a really special event for me and for Tawang. Importantly, I hope it was just as special for all of you. In these kinds of speeches, it is common to use all sorts of superlatives, but there is no exaggeration when I say this really was a landmark conference, the very first kind of it, and it was an amazing success. Never before have this many scholars from so many different countries, cultures, institutions, and disciplines come together to share scholarship and insight into Gyawatsen Gyatso. The fact that we're able to host it here in his birthplace is even more amazing. And I'm so grateful that all of you were able to be part of this momentous, first of its kind conference. Of course, this conference would never have happened without the hard work and generous support of many, many people. While I cannot thank today every one of you here, I can't close the conference without a few specific mentions. First and foremost, I need to thank all the incredible scholars who presented and participated in this conference. Of course, if not for you and your research and dedication, then there will be no conference to speak of. In addition to the many wonderful presenters, I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Honorable Chief Minister Pema Khandu for your guidance and for your support. And special thank also goes to Honorable MLA Namjit Seringla for your guidance and support, and also to Deputy Commissioner Namji Ongmo and all your departments. Also, a special thank goes to Thubten Kandela, Director of DOCA, and your wonderful, wonderful team. Mojuriba, no need to mention all of your great, hardworking team. And the organizing members, Shoko Megata, once again from Japan, an associate and friend from Harvard South Asian Department, and Zarina from Sweden, who has been the main coordinator for all the travel-related work, and my own hardworking team at Thubten Shedubling Foundation. All the cultural performers who added to the celebration, especially what we just witnessed, the magical, the mysterious maybe, the one who can shake the whole Kalawangpo Hall, not only, but the Loden Namlingla. And MIPA, TIBA, others, as well as various technical teams who helped document, archive, and share this conference. My special thanks go to all of you. I truly extend the deepest of gratitude from the bottom of my heart to all of you. I had a dream of this conference, and all of you make it a reality. So again and again, thank you all. Just to briefly make explicitly for you the scope of this conference, I wanted to share a list of the academic institutions that were involved. This conference was able to bring together and represent scholarship from Harvard University, USA, Kyoto University, Japan, Boston College, USA, the Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Studies, Sarnath, Varanasi, Florida State University, USA, Library of Tibetan Works and Archives, Dharamsala, Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Israel, University of British Columbia, Canada, University of Michigan, USA, Sara College for Higher Tibetan Studies, Dharamsala, Riya Serdokling Buddhist Institute, Tawang, Zongsar Khenze Chuyi Lottery Institute, Dharamsala, Tawang Ganden Namje Lhase Monastery, the editorial committee of the collected works of the Dalai Lama, Dharamsala, Serije Monastic University, Tibet Policy Institute at Central Tibetan Administration, Dharamsala, Tsongkhapa School, Numla, Tawang, Anye Machin Institute, Dharamsala, Namgyal Monastic School, Dharamsala, Kanden Sharze Monastery, and Gyume Tantric Monastery, and there is more. This is the first time that this great wealth of institutions, along with independent scholars, have come together, and it was in order to investigate and celebrate the legacy of Yawasang Gyatso, which really is an amazing accomplishment. I hope that all of our guests have enjoyed this conference and their time and your time in Tawang as much as I have. Our organizing committee has worked hard to make sure all of our guests' travel, stay, amenities, and so forth are well taken care of. This is the first time we have taken on a project of such magnitude, and I know that there were mistakes and shortcomings from our side, and so I wanted to apologize for those. Thank you so much for your patience with us. I hope that when you leave Tawang, you will do so with a mind that wants to return soon. I already have mentioned that this conference was the first international conference of its kind, but I think that bears repeating. The breadth and the scope of scholarship that we have shared in together here is quite amazing. We intend to publish a final compilation of research from the symposium in the coming year, so I do humbly request that everyone submit their final research soon. In addition to this research compilation, the true jewel that we intend to come from this conference is a complete and exhaustive annotated edition of the collected words of Gyalwa Tsangyan Gyatso. For this, I would like to especially thank Rijal Habib Rinpoche for the great work, scholarship, which is truly a gift for the people of Tawang. I, on the behalf of the organizing committee and on behalf of all the people of Tawang and Monyul, extend our heartiest thanks to Rinpoche for this great contribution. Can we please have a big applause for Rinpoche? This is an ambitious project, but it is one that is achievable. The scholars and the research from this conference will help us move toward that goal. I look forward to continue working with each and every one of you to help realize this ambitious dream. I especially want to thank Rijal Habib Rinpoche once again for the great contribution, and Kishe Thupden Yarphela for the 4 volumes on the 6th Dalai Lama, which were part of the 90 volumes of the collected work of the 6th Dalai Lama. These 2 compilations will be cornerstones for our continued comprehensive work, and I want to extend my special thanks to everyone for the excellent work that you all are doing. I don't want to ramble on any longer, so I will end by just repeating thank you from the bottom of my heart. This conference was the part of the celebration of the 90th birthday of His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, and I truly feel it's a wonderful present that we have offered. The teachings very clearly say that the best offering you can make to your holy Guru is one of the practice, and I believe that offering of this conference is a profound and important one. Through whatever merit accumulated by organizing, hosting, and participating in this conference, may all the participants and benefactors be continually blessed with scholarly insight and excitement. May we continue to meet with, be guided by, and fulfill the holy wishes of incredible gurus. May our study, contemplation, meditation propel us to worldly and supermundane realization and accomplishments for the benefit of all the sentient beings. In addition, may this conference plant a hearty seed of merit for the Monyul peoples, that they may be forever guided by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and that he may continue to return to Monyul in various aspects, to embrace and guided by his infinite great compassion. Thank you so much.
Karinche Rinpoche, thank you very much for that beautiful closing remark. और इसके बाद एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत जो गीत है जिसे कहा जाता है कि परम पावन छठे दलाई लामा ने इस गीत को लिखे थे, इस कविता को लिखी थी, और इस गीत को यहाँ पर प्रस्तुत करने के लिए अब द गोल्डन वॉइस ऑफ तवांग, दोरजी गेल्सन और श्रिंग लाटन को मैं आमंत्रित करता हूँ. दिस सॉन्ग, द पोएम हैज़ बीन advised and sponsored by none other than the Honorable Chief Minister Shriman Pema Khandu ji, and the tune of the song has been given by L. Shastri and Koncho Sangye, and the music is composed by Nima Dorji.
Sondu kuri sogjungi chokzo jugu tenzi dumi rinpoche choala ning tapane toje nang shugyu dang tine mbe sheba shema ni ne gulu jembu shugyu.
Chori vetere kar sardawa sharjo maake ame jalre yila khar khar jejo namba sola chane reji de goi sangya somodar khadrene ramsen khoda cheso Jai
Thank you very much, Dorji Gelson and Sringlaton, for that beautiful song. As I informed you earlier, this song has been advised and sponsored by none other than our most respected Honorable Chief Minister, Shriman Pema Khandu ji. Now may I request DDSC sir to please present a memento to the Honorable Chief Minister, sir. And at the same time, I would like to request Honorable Chief Minister, sir, to kindly release this song officially also. With a request to the Honorable Chief Minister to pass this instruction to all the schools in Monul, educational institutions in the Monul, to let the students learn this beautiful poem. A beautiful memento being presented to Honorable Chief Minister by Deputy Director of School Education, Shridhar Afunso, and this has been officially released. Now after this, I would like to request the representatives of Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts to present their memento to Honorable Chief Minister, sir. TIPA representative, please. यहाँ पर मेमेंटो presented to Honorable MLA Tawang, श्रीमान नामगेत सिंह जी. Memento presented to Venerable Tulku Tenzin Gyurme Rinpoche, Organizing Chairman. थैंक यू वेरी मच. और इसी के साथ हम अपने इस खूबसूरत जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संगोष्ठी है इसके समापन में पहुंच चुके हैं. आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द डिग्निटरीज टू directly go to Temilo Boutique for valedictory dinner. तो इसी के साथ हम अपने आज के इस कार्यक्रम को अब यहीं पर समाप्त करने की आपसे अनुमति चाहते हैं। और जैसे कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय ने बताया कि निकट भविष्य में इस तरह के संगोष्ठी यहाँ पर फिर से आयोजित किए जाएंगे, जिसमें हम सब शामिल होकर और उस संगोष्ठी में तवांग से ज़्यादा लोग पेपर प्रेजेंट करेंगे। इसी उम्मीद के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय अरुणाचल।
chỉ lo nhiệt độ giảm nhẹ số dân ở đó, chúng nhị bé sẽ sum nề chu phá công作năng về, lưu trữ人心特别业绩，要我参加最新就相对这活动结果，期间昂出发言，那么参嘛，第配把投资去学话堂，别于节目中民大网语呢，去那么古数适当用为这些媒体堂节，结果立法出发言，投资năng。